TikTok star Sana Youssef has died at 17 years old. According to CBS News, Sana, who has over 1 million followers across her social media platforms, was fatally shot at her home in Islamabad, Pakistan on June 3rd.
And guess why she was shot? Guess how she was shot? To be honest, I'm not gonna even keep teasing the story as to why this happened. Apparently because she had so much fame on TikTok and other platforms like Instagram, approaching 1 million followers. She was widely recognized and infamous in her own community in Pakistan. Islamabad, I believe they call the city. One hell of a name if I do say so myself. Islamabad, like what though? But apparently this entire story has to do with, yet again, another guy being rejected by a girl who's just not interested in him. And Buddy really just took it to heart, you know? After rejection, apparently he was reaching out in the DMs. Guys, girls, please leave your DMs closed. Unfortunately, if you're a public figure and you have fans or viewers who, you know, may become a little bit too obsessed, these are just the precautions that you have to take in this day and age, because hey, all it takes is that one person to really pull up in real life in front of your own home, if they know where you live, because you're just that famous, and ultimately strip your soul from your body, put you on a t-shirt, have your face on the back of a milk carton. Like, this shit is not a game. And as according to this article by the New York Post, they say that Sana Youssef, who just turned 17 last week, was gunned down at her own home in Islamabad by an intruder who had been persistently messaging her before arriving at her residence Monday night. So this man was thirsty as hell. Police said that the suspect entered Youssef's home after loitering outside. So he was hanging out, right? Somehow he knew where she lived. I mean, the thing is, in a place like Pakistan with their culture, right? We already know Islam and Sharia law. No disrespect, I understand it's a spectrum. Each Islamic country is different, but we do understand how the religion is, the culture is, and the dynamics between some men and some women, and some groups, certain people in that population who just tend to be a little more extreme than others. I don't mean to be rude or offensive, but we all know what it is. And by the way, this goes for all types of groups out there. It's not relegated to just any one group, people, religion. There are extremists in every group, but they say he fired shots repeatedly, killing her instantly with 2 direct hits. They then show a picture of Youssef sitting here in her traditional garment on a nice sunny afternoon. When she was alive, I'm pretty sure she didn't expect to die this young. Nobody does, bro. Like, especially at 17, because of some TikTok fame, some parasocial ass obsessed fan of yours pulling up to your house, your crib, because you rejected him multiple times. Like, bro, I've experienced this type of stuff before, and it's not pretty, it's not funny, it's actually pretty sick. And for the people who legitimately go this far and do this type of stuff, regardless of who you are or where you are or your sex or gender, fuck you. All of you legitimately need to be lobotomized and castrated and sent off into the middle of the ocean to fucking drown, genuinely speaking. They say though, after killing the teen who had 1.5 million followers, so she, you know, very popular on TikTok, he stole her phone and fled. Cops have since arrested a 22-year-old man on suspicion of murder and have recovered the murder weapon and the social media star's phone. So they're pretty much gonna figure out who it was. Skim through all the DMs and pretty much find this guy's face, corroborate his messages, his geolocation, intentions, what he's been sending her in the past, any potential threats. Forensics may find fingerprints or DNA on the gun, on the murder weapon, potential gunpowder on his body or his garments, and I mean, he's pretty much gonna be cooked, especially with CCTV around the city. Pretty sure Islamabad is probably a relatively modern city. I'm pretty sure this will be an open and closed case, and they'll likely know he is the one who genuinely killed her, because I mean, these types of guys, these types of people, right? They're not the smartest of the bunch. They're not the brightest bulb in the shed or the sharpest tool in the shed or whatever the fucking phrase is. These people are just very emotional, erratic, very non-masculine, very fragile and egotistical, and running in a mentality of scarcity. Because genuinely speaking, no man on this planet would ever go to the extreme of killing a woman because he got rejected. Like, that couldn't, I just don't understand that mindset, bro. She's one girl out of hundreds to billions of women on the planet. I just don't understand the obsession that other people have, men and women have, with other people in general. I just, it's beyond my understanding, simply because I suppose my personality type disallows me from ever being obsessed with anybody. I really just don't understand, especially someone who doesn't like me back, who's rejected me. I think I just have too much ego and pride to even go to that extreme. To, like, what? Okay, if you don't like me, or if you don't fuck with me, then on to the next. But of course, these losers get attached to one particular person. They fantasize about all kinds of weird ass thoughts. My one and only, my love, I'm gonna marry them and all that. And then when that person doesn't reciprocate the same feelings and their fantasies are destroyed and shattered. Then they go on a bloody emotional rampage and want to kill the motherfucker. Like, bro, it's just, guys, please stop. Girls, women, please stop. People, humanity, please stop. But according further to the article, they say Islamabad Police Chief Syed Ali Nasir Rizivi told reporters that Yusuf's death was the result of, and I quote, repeated rejections. They also say, and I quote, the boy was trying to reach out to her time and time again. It was gruesome and cold-blooded murder. And here we have another photo of Yusuf when she was alive, you know. It's just sad to me, bro. Like, what is wrong with you people, bro? Like, not you people watching the content, but I'm just saying people in general. What, like people who would go to this extreme. Like, there's gotta be some type of mental illness, like some correlation between mental illness and people who just commit these heinous, atrocious, obsessive acts over people who don't even know them. And it gets even more sad because, bro, they say the TikTok star's heartbroken father, Syed Yusuf Hassan, said that, and he told the BBC that this was his only daughter, Sana. I'm not sure if that's his nickname or that's her nickname for the daughter, but he also told the BBC that she was very brave and told the outlet that his daughter had never mentioned that the suspect, or any threatening behavior before her death. Little typo there. So apparently the daughter, you know, never mentioned this guy, no threatening behavior, you know, because she probably thought it was just another weirdo ass dude in the DMs, you know. Listen, bro, when you're that famous and you have that many followers, all kinds of people pop up in your DMs saying crazy shit. How many times have I been threatened with doxing and people trying to say I'm a kill? Like, bro, you brush it off, you pay it no mind because you don't ever think anybody's gonna go through with this type of shit until they do, which is why I stay ready, bro. Pull up. At this point in my life, please don't play with me. I am not going to be another statistic. But they say Syed revealed that the influencer's aunt was at home when the suspect forcibly entered. The suspect allegedly threatened to shoot her before fleeing. He added that Sana had since been laid to rest in Chitral, roughly 250 miles from the capital. The teenager rose to social media fame by speaking out for women's rights in Pakistan, earning an impressive 1.5 million following on TikTok through her videos. Interesting. Again, I don't mean to be offensive to Pakistanis or Islamabadis or Muslims, but we do understand that this has become an issue in certain countries with certain guys who are on certain extreme sides of the religion, taking out their anger and frustrations, especially when rejected, on other Muslim women. And I understand Pakistan has multiple faiths, so the daughter Sana could have been Christian. I don't know her religion or religious affiliations, but we do understand that is an Islamic pretty much country. And, you know, we understand the dynamics of particular countries that follow that faith, and some people just take it way too far to the point to where it impedes on other people's freedoms and rights. This has nothing to do with, by the way, with politics or my beliefs or my feelings and emotions. This is just literal facts. This is objectivity. Listen, I know some people are gonna get mad at me in the comment section for just like being honest about it, but it is what it is. In these types of environments, as a social media creator, if you're a woman, you gotta be careful. Honestly, you don't want that much attention on you, especially if you're a pretty young lady who has suitors who want you and you don't want them back. It's sad to say, that's reality. It is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, do let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about this situation? Again, listen, when I say my opinions or I do these types of videos with my commentary, I don't want to piss anybody off. I understand a lot of people get triggered by what I say, even if it's just based on logic and objectivity. I get it. Everybody's emotionally tied to their own, you know, faiths and beliefs and groups of people and all this political bullshit. But sometimes you just have to be open to constructive criticism about your group or culture, beliefs, whatever. Guys, I don't know. Anyway, all links are down below in the description. Pull up to my Twitch channel, follow. Unfortunately, Maury the Don. And again, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Rest in peace, Sana, as many other creators and public figures and influencers have gone through with being stalked, shot, jumped, assaulted, and sometimes leading to death. This just comes with the territory. No matter where you are in the world, some people become obsessed and take things too far. So rest in peace to this young lady and condolences to the family and the father. But with that being said, hope you guys found this informative. And until next time, everybody, stay safe out there.